how's it going? Today I'm going to teach you a linear approach into how to practice your diminished 7 arpeggios that come from the C whole half diminished scale. This will help you to have more ideas in your guitar solos when you're playing over C minor and also other chords that go with C minor. But today's examples are just going to be over a C minor chord. And what happens is when you're playing that whole half diminished scale, you're kind of sidestepping in and out of those scale notes into the chord tones of C minor. Now, the chord tones for C minor are C, E flat, G, and B flat. So C is in that whole half diminished, E flat is, but G and B flat are not. So you can definitely sidestep in and out of those. And this linear approach is another way. There's many ways to practice. The linear approach helps you just practice it across the neck. So let's go ahead and get started. The notes are B, C, D, E flat, F, F sharp, G sharp, A, and then back to B. All right, so yeah, it's a little odd scale. It's a symmetrical scale, but man, it's really cool when you start adding in these arpeggios. Now, let me go through and play each arpeggio. We'll do both directions. So we're starting on B. Then we go up to C. And these things recycle over and over again. You know, it's all the same notes in it. All right, so once again, B, C, starting note on D, E flat. Now we have F, G flat, G sharp, and then A. And then it starts over again at B. Now you want to practice these in both directions. So start on the third string 4th fret, but then also take it from the 1st string. And then go backwards. All right, so that's the pattern you're going to use, this linear pattern, and you're going to practice it with a metronome. I'm going to show you how to resolve into some of these C minor chord tones for each one of these arpeggios. So the first one, starts on the B. We're going to resolve into the E flat. Cool sound. So there's going to be approaches going into the chord tone, and closure is definitely a word that you hear a lot these days. Enclosures or approaches, okay? All right, the next one is also going to resolve into E flat, but we're starting on C this time. All right, the next one starts on D, and it resolves into the G. All right, there's a very common enclosure right there, or approach. The next one also resolves into the G. So you get a flavor of both the diminished and the C minor chord. All right, the next one resolves into B flat, and we're starting on the F. All right, the next one is a little different. It's resolving into the E flat on the first string. So it shows you how we can go in opposite directions here. Pretty cool sound right there. All right, and that started from the F sharp. Okay. Next up, we're starting from the G sharp, and we're resolving into the E flat. So the E flat is on the second string this time. All right, this time we're starting on the A, and it's the last one, and we're going to resolve into the G on the first string at the 15th fret. Now that's a cool one also. Next one. Next one. All right, next one up, resolving into the B flat. Next one up, resolving into the E flat on the first string. Cool sound. All right, next one, starting on the G sharp and resolving into the E flat on the second string. And then the last one, resolving into the G on the first string. All right, there you go. There's all the patterns. This is just one pattern. And as you can see, as you start to get these down, you start to come up with a lot of other ideas. You really need to know your C minor arpeggios for this, which I'll be teaching in other videos also. If you don't know your C minor arpeggios, you need to learn those first and learn them well so you know exactly where the chord tones are, so you can start weaving in and out of those chord tones using that diminished sound. All right, if you like this video, definitely hit the subscribe button and share it.